So this vise is just a super versatile tool. It has many uses, one of which is the multiple size jaws. Not only does it have one set of jaws over here, it's actually rotatable, and you get a second set of jaws over here, 1.5 inches wide. Hey, welcome, it's John the Net Guy. Today we're taking a look at a dual bench vise from the Workpro company. Now, Workpro makes a lot of budget-friendly, affordable tools, but they're also really high quality. One of my favorite multi-head screwdrivers comes from this company, along with some other tools. Now, this isn't a sponsored video. I bought this for myself because I needed a benchtop vise to use in my other studio. So I've got a large vise over here that was a hand-me-down, came with the house 25 years ago. I've got another wood vise over here for a carpenter's vise, but I don't have something that can attach or come with me. I'm also kind of excited to use this on my boat when I need to, when I'm doing a project. So this vise is just a super versatile tool. It has many uses, one of which is the multiple size jaws. Not only does it have one set of jaws over here, it's actually rotatable, and you get a second set of jaws over here, 1.5 inches wide. Now it's gonna be a little hard to show here because I'm gonna have to attach it to my table saw, but I'm gonna show you how this works, and I'm gonna use this later actually to finish another video I've got. So I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this around, and I'm just gonna attach it to the edge. You can attach this to the edge of any surface. So I'm going ahead and tightening it right now. Okay. Now it's just tall enough that it's gonna miss whatever surface that you have it on. So now I'll be able to use this to attach really anything. So let's say I was gonna sand on this a little bit and clean this bit up here. I can use the attachment. I can rotate this to whatever angle I see fit. I do like that it has a couple notches out in there. And then I can stop the rotation, or if I need it to be a different position, I can change the rotation. So total adjustability here. That's what I love about this. It's got a very high 4.5 rating on Amazon right now, and very well received tool. Tips for preventing rust. Water is the #1 enemy it comes to rust. Oxygen water molecules combine with iron to form iron oxide. Rust, Fe2O3 for those scientist nuts out there. Make sure that you're keeping this thing well oiled. Use WD-40 or whatever you want, and keep it out of rainy or wet conditions. This is a little manual that comes with it, and the entire Workpro lineup. They make a ton of everything, so not so bad. Okay, so I said I was gonna sand with this, so I'm getting my rust off, as you can see. Maybe I wanna use a different direction. I can rotate this, and that vise now is holding it in a different orientation. It's not going to be for very large items. Again, 2.5 inches is the capacity here from Workpro. Other side is only 1.5, so even smaller. But if you're working on something very small, I like the fact that you've got this vise ready to work. Now, I gotta learn to keep my tools out of the elements and they won't rust. I specifically got this to make it much easier to do some demonstrations of some taps that are coming up for you guys. I have a very cool product from a company called TapX. And I thought about doing that in my other studio, but I think I'm gonna do it in this studio. We're gonna do it last. So there you go. So this is, again, from Workpro. This is their 2-in-1 adjustable vise. I'll show you on our scale here where this fits in. So overall, looks like it's gonna have a throat dimension of somewhere around 2 inches. Just under 2 inches, I would say, is probably safe. So 1.75 inches if you're looking for the largest throat that it can connect to. And it's gonna have an overall height dimension, if I go from the very bottom to the top, of about 8 inches. And then this way, it's gonna be about 7 inches. Fairly heavy, that's one of the things I like. Another interesting thing I just noticed here is it's gonna have these screw holes. So if this is something where you're gonna use it temporarily in one location, but you may want a more permanent mount when you have it in your little workshop, you can go ahead and put some lag bolts through there or some lag screws into whatever workpiece you have. I think that's gonna work out really well. I love this rotation with the orientation, getting to flip over, and then you can use the smaller jaws if you want, or if you want to have something that's got some holes. It'd be interesting to see what size these are. It's got a diamond-shaped hole for holding onto square objects, and then kind of a rounded hole here That looks like for like stripping material or holding something with a round profile. It's pretty interesting. This has been John the Net Guy, and this is the 2-in-1 vise from Workpro, and now you know.